Alright. So I might still be a little nasally today, but I'm gonna try streaming anyway. So what we're gonna work on today is there's been some weird random crashes that occur in Khet, and a user dug into it and they debugged the living daylights out of it, and they found what was causing it, and that is that when you use a random layout, the two players are often getting out of sync and they're not getting the same random layout chosen. So one will be moving in the classic board and another will be moving on the dynasty board, so the pieces aren't even in the right locations. Sorry about that. Like I said, I'm sick, so there's probably going to be more of that. I apologize. I'll try to mute in the future. That's what I'll do. Okay. So anyway, they're getting out of sync. Part of the problem is, the way this works is the host and the guest agree to play a random game, and then there's a random seed. And this seed seeds your random number generator. So if both random number generators start with the same seed, they're supposed to generate the same results. There's a few issues related to this, and one is to make sure that they're both generating the same number of random values. If one of them leaves the game, goes to another game or something like that, and random gets used more, then they'll get out of sync. Another issue is that two different platforms might be using different random number generators. I think we solved that one a while ago. We have a cross-platform random number generator. It should work the same on Windows, Mac, and Linux. So this is the active project because this is where we're seeing the issue. Yeah, cross-platform random. So this is what I did. I wrote our own little random number generator that's not dependent on anything in this system. Just uses the seed. Thoroughly jank of me. Whatever. That's just style. So logging in there from last time I had to debug this. I don't think this is going to be the source of the problem though. So I'm gonna make a little checklist for what to figure out here. So another issue that could be going on is that so these games are started from a lobby. Okay, there's a lot of different potential issues. So I guess the first things first, look at the game question and see if random is what's in the game settings. So these are two games that the guy who made that post, he played a game against this. So Babis 91 is the one who made the detailed post. He was playing against this guy Velocity 120. And I'm not sure which of these. He did two games against that guy yesterday, so I'm not sure which one was the one that he has the screenshots from. But I looked in the database, and these are the game settings. It's all just this is JSON format. And you'll see initial board layout is 8. It's probably random, so but we can go check because it's an enum type. So where my board types will be. Okay, so enums start at 1, I think. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really start at 0. Well, I've been there before. Default returns 0. No, it's not exactly what I was looking for, but okay, if it's 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 8's random. We assume that 0. Well, I can check in the database too. Anyway, where game settings like. So if it really does default to 0, then this query should return something like that. Yeah, so there are definitely games with layout as 0. All right, so the games are random. So I'll have to boot up Hive on or Khet on this test computer over here. So one of our our main issue seems to be that when you're creating these games, so I know these games were created from the lobby because they have, I'll show you up here, they have both the users' names in the game, in the server name, so that means that they join in the lobby instead of creating it asynchronously and joining it later. So we have to debug a little bit and figure out what random values each player is getting. Of course, slow computer doesn't want to load up Steam. Close some things down. All right. So what we'll do is we'll debug a little bit. Game controller. So this is oh. It's false in both of these. So beam splitter enabled is false. This is a problem. So that's part of it. But so what I just found was that there might be some issues where if one player has a beam splitter and the other one doesn't, they're generating random numbers inside of a different range, which is always going to lead to a mismatch. Because is unlocked, I believe, is yeah, that's a personal thing. So only one player has to have it both. Layouts. Alright, so I fixed one little issue, but that's not the one that was manifesting itself there. I'll bet other people were running into that occasionally. So